Let me teach you the LinkedIn content strategy that has generated me over $3 million from my coaching business alone and over $10 million from my clients in the last couple of years. This same LinkedIn strategy that Adam Broda, Reno Perry, and many, many more top career coaches creators use on LinkedIn to fill their pipeline. If we have not yet met, my name is Daniel Botero. I am the founder of Opni. I've been a career coach for over 10 years, and I make videos like this to help career coaches like you build a more profitable, impactful, and scalable coaching business. And in this video, we're going to break down the different types of content and posts and the overall LinkedIn strategy that the top coaches use on LinkedIn to get more leads than they can handle. So let's get started. You have to understand that this is not all luck. This is as much as it is a science as there is an art. And if your current LinkedIn strategy relies on you waking up every day at 8 a.m. in the morning, grabbing a cup of coffee and posting whatever comes to your mind first, you are setting yourself for failure. And what I want you to do is to think about this more of a systematic process that can generate predictable number of visibility, which leads to more conversations, which leads to more clients. And what we talk about in this strategy is that there's three main core type of posts that you need to write every single week that are specifically and strategically put into place to attract new leads, educate those leads, and get them to take an action, whether that's attend a masterclass, download your lead magnet, or even schedule a sales call with you. So let's get started. The first type of lead that I want to go over is viral content, right? This post by nature are meant to go viral, are meant to be broader. In this particular post, you're going to be speaking beyond your ICP and your target audience. So this could be just speaking to all job seekers. This can be talking about company culture. This can be talking about working for a manager or leadership or some sort of an angle where people can resonate. For me, a lot of the quotes that I would put that are meant to be viral are talking about entrepreneurship as a whole and not just career coaching. And I understand that I'm not speaking to my ICP only, right? In this one, I specifically want to be a little bit broader because I am looking for more likes, more shares, more comments, and ultimately I am trying to bring in more people into my ecosystem. I'm trying to find new people who do not know that I exist to find that quote, resonate with that quote or that viral content, and ultimately want to click on my page, my LinkedIn page to see who the heck is Daniel, and then be able to see, oh, I'm a career coach, I need help, and then click follow or connect or DM me or apply to work with me or take some sort of action. Now, I understand that just by creating that content alone, that's not going to mean that I'm going to get clients, but what that's going to do is fill the top of the funnel so that I can get more eyeballs and new people in it. Now, that leads to the second type of post, which what we consider more of a middle of the funnel content, which is more of an educational post. These are going to be posts that are more specific. They're going to be posts that are more speaking directly to your target audience, your niche, your ICP, your ideal customer profile. In this post, you are positioning yourself as a thought leader and a subject matter expert. The content is more dense. There's more examples. There's templates. There's a cheat sheet. There's some sort of substance, right? There's more. Now, this will get you less likes, less shares, less comments. Your post will get less impressions, and that is okay because it's specifically educating your new followers that came from the viral post and letting them know that you know what you're talking about, right? And now they see that you're not just this pretty face that's creating viral content. Because what I don't want you to do and make this mistake is that you just put viral content, you increase your followers, you get a lot of likes, a lot of followers, and you think that you're gonna, just because you have hundreds of thousands of followers, that you automatically do $1 million in sales, and that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, if all you do is viral content and you do not do educational content, you're not going to be able to sell anybody your high ticket offers. And we've seen this time and time again. There's probably about 3 to 4 different examples of top creators that I personally work with over 100,000 followers that could not sell a high ticket coaching offer because all they did was build their audience on solely viral content. So it's really, really important that do not get in this pool or do not get into this like adrenaline rush or a dopamine hit of creating viral content day after day, because views and followers and comments don't pay the bills. Clients do. And the way you get those views and followers to become clients is with your educational content, and where you are the subject matter expert, where you position yourself as the guide in their journey to the transformation that they desire. Now, the third type of post is going to be more of a call to action, or what I called also story posts, testimonial posts. These are even going to be even closer to the people that are getting closer to make the decision to want to work with you. These are testimonial posts of your clients getting jobs or results, interviews. This could be you sharing more of your personal story, right? This could be posts that are more of a shameless plug, promoting a webinar or a masterclass that you're doing. These will get less likes than your educational posts, and definitely a lot less like, comments, and views than your viral content. And so the way you mix those together will depend on each of you, right? But if you wanted to have like a rule of thumb, I would put 2 viral content, 2 educational posts, and 1 call to action post a week. And that would seem like a very good balanced way to start your content. Now, if you're like, Daniel, I want to be able to know what are the best posts to post, and how do I know what's working and what's not working? I will tell you this: the best coaches on the platform, the ones that not only get the most views, but also convert them into clients through educational content, we do something what's called comparative analysis. We are studying what other people are posting, and we're studying what is the algorithm is rewarding, and then we're able to get inspiration for our own content based on what's working. So let me give you an example here. Let's say that my business partner, Reno, talks about how salary negotiation works, right? And how you should ask for your salary negotiation. Now, Reno, because of his large following of over 500,000 followers, maybe has a very broad point of view on salary negotiation. But I can see that this particular post that Reno did is doing 3 to 4 times more than his average. So for example, let's say that Reno's on average, because I do a comparative analysis, even though he's my friend and my business partner, let's say that he does 1,000 likes per post on average. And we see this post on salary negotiation that did 5,000 likes. That's 5 times more than his average. Now that is a clue that the algorithm or the LinkedIn users want to hear about this topic. And so what I would do is that I would then create a salary negotiation post, but to my ICP of international STEM students, and say how international STEM students can or should negotiate. And now I'm able to make an educational post with the odds of this educational post also getting some virality, which then allows me to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I'm also knowing already that it's the likelihood of this post doing above average for me will be higher because it did above average for Reno. And so I challenge you to definitely study people, and not just study the big creators like Adam, Reno, Austin Belsick, or myself, but also creators that are a little bit smaller and maybe even closer to your niche to get inspiration, because the top creators are always borrowing from each other on seeing what's working with the algorithm itself. Before we end this video, I actually want to share a story and a lesson that I learned the hard way that you don't have to do. About 2.5 years ago, I was starting to create content that was going very viral. And that content was a victim mentality content. And I tell you that example of getting hooked on like a drug, because that content was doing, every time I talked about some sort of victim mentality, like corporate America is evil, your manager is bad, blah, 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 blah. Like it's just victim mentality. It's totally against what I feel and stand for. That content just went viral. And I would gain so many followers, and it just felt so good. Like this, like dopamine hit of me of going viral every single day because I created this content viral, and I was feeling really good. 3 months later, one of my best friends, also business owner that's on LinkedIn, calls me and says, "Hey, what's going on with your LinkedIn? You're posting too much victim mentality posts. That's not you. I know you. You don't believe that. Why are you doing that?" And I said, because it's working. Like I'm getting the likes, I'm getting followers. And then he says something that's really interesting. He goes, "How is your business doing?" And man, oh man, that hit me so hard, because it was literally that we were having one of the worst quarters in company history. We were having the worst clients. We were having a lot of refunds. We were having what felt like people not happy with our service. And he said, "Did you change your program?" He was like, "No." And by this time, our program was successful. We have so many testimonials. He says, "Well, Daniel, have you ever thought that the content that you write attracts a certain person? And if you're writing victim mentality content, then you're attracting victim mentality people. And if those people are always willing to blame everyone else, corporate America, their manager, for their failures, why do you think that they're not going to go and blame you when they're not getting a job as fast as possible? Why do you think you're getting more refunds now than you've ever before?" And that's a lesson, because on one side, all the marketing metrics are telling me I'm killing it. I'm doing amazing. But on the other side, my business is suffering. My account managers are getting refunds. I'm getting mad at them thinking it's their fault. But at the end of the day, it was my fault. My content was attracting that. And I say that to you because going viral the wrong way will hurt you more than help you. And so it's about writing content that resonates with you, with your core values, and to attract the people you want to attract. For me, it's people with grit mentality. It's people that want to reach their full potential. I want to help people that want to take their career to the next level. I want to help career coaches that want to take their business to the next level. So I challenge you and I give you the strategies and I say, create viral content, educational content, call to action content. All of that is true, but be true to yourself, because the content that you write will attract the type of people that you will work with, and it will define the rest of your business. Hey, Daniel from the future here. And I just want to say that we recorded this video actually towards the end of 2025. And since then we've heavily updated all of the top 100 posts with all the 2025 data. And so what we want to do is give it to you for free. So if you want to download our top 100 posts on LinkedIn that not only generated tons of views, but also generated more than anything educational, have the call to action, generated tons of clients. Right here below here, you're going to be able to download that. And again, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.